a truck driver. You tell us what to do.
Hey, how much you pay for that, huh?
Whoa! Whoa!
We'll leave that all in there so everybody sees it.
I know.
No.
You could like drop a nuke on it and it wouldn't move.
This wheel is not moving.
What are you doing?
This is quite an enchanted forest, isn't it?
That's a very good way to put it.
Yeah. We got to start moving stuff back here because we're gonna load this smaller equipment up next week when we come with a big trailer. Then we got to pick up this rail, pull the big trailer in, and
Ooh, that's some juicy rail right there.
now there is 2 layers here of rail, so we probably don't need all of it.
But maybe you put that piece on and then just roll her along, or?
Yeah.
That's gonna be epic. And then there's a cab back here.
Yep.
All right, we gotta get in here. We gotta
let's
see
get
this
in.
thing.
So here's our cab. This is the water tank. This is what this.
Oh, so that's why it looks weird. It's missing this part.
Yeah.
Do you got the instruction manual for this, or?
This is a serious toy.
This is a 1925 Vulcan Ironworks steam locomotive. It has an 040 wheel arrangement. That basically just means it has 4 driving wheels. It was about as small as you could get back in the day to run on a standard gauge rail. That's like standard width, what is around pretty much everywhere nowadays. And this would have been used in an industrial yard, a mining operation or logging operation or something like that to move cars around short distances. It weighed 33 tons when it was finished and fully loaded with water and coal. This was used on a tourist railroad in its later years, and then it's been up here in Canada sitting in the bush ever since. I'll probably just have to pull it off with a chain.
Man, they don't make it like they used to.
Got it.
We need the tanks next.
I don't know if I'm talking to do the same thing.
You got this, bro.
Oh, Ethan!
That one's feeling pretty good.
It's gonna go!
Ethan's going in. What's in those things? Is there anything in that? I want to see.
Sure, yeah.
What's in there, guys? Is there anything in
A
there?
little bit of sand.
You gotta get one of these things, Ethan.
Maybe I'll have to sell my steam locomotive and buy one.
This looks like a very important part.
That's worth $3,000.
Well, that's
Yeah, did this have a mechanical lubricator on it too, or did this feed everything?
It's a 3-feed hydrostatic lubricator. One for each cylinder, one for the air compressor. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pop valve. It was set for 200 psi on this locomotive, and probably now here in Alberta you get 150 to 175 with that boiler. But that is the original pop valve for this engine. That's called a gauge glass. And that tells you how much water is in your boiler above your crown sheet. You try and keep it somewhere in the middle. Never let it fall out of the glass, or you could overheat your crown sheet and blow your boiler up. So this is a really, really important little appliance. Goes in the locomotive, and as you can see, it's got a very narrow range of water level in there.
is that narrow? That goes quicker.
Yeah, well, on a traction engine, which goes over rougher ground, these gauges are much longer, so you can carry more water for when you go downhill. But in a locomotive, you don't really get over 1.5 or 2% grade, so you can live with a much narrower range of water level. You can handle that easy.
Do you want a hand or?
No, he doesn't. He's fine with that. If you can't lift that, he's got no business owning a locomotive. Here, Ethan, throw it up here.
Hello.
Here. Let me take one end of it.
Ready?
Set her down in there. And that is the firebox door. If you're burning coal, you open that frequently, or wood, just to throw fuel in the boiler.
And this is the heat shield, eh?
Heat shield, yep.
So that this doesn't happen to this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're telling me that thing exploded? That plate?
Yeah, it did. It got hot, and then somebody opened the door, and it hit a big gust of cold air, and it broke it. This does not apply the brakes to the locomotive only, but to the train behind you. And there's a smaller one called an independent that applies the brakes to the locomotive only. But that is a train brake applicator. Gotta be honest, not sure what they are.
That's all right. Ethan's gonna figure it out.
Well, this locomotive was entirely together.
Yeah.
And I got it ready to operate. Our company was actually considering using this to haul gravel because we built a lot of railroad track for CNSTP sidings and things, and we had to spread ballast. And we were considering using this to pull ballast cars. It was that good. That would be in the 80s.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Is that when you got it?
I bought this in
77?
Yeah, we ended up using a diesel. But in hindsight, I still wish we would have used this. We built, I don't know, 200 miles of railroad.
Wow.
Almost all industrial type sidings. Yeah.
Okay,
no mainline
gotcha,
stuff.
gotcha.
Ethan will get this one certified. It's
Yeah.
fundamentally an extremely high quality boiler, thick sheets, 200 psi when it was new. He'll easily get 150 to 175 with that now.
And Bill, what about the cast iron stack that's up there?
Let's lift it down.
Yeah, maybe me and Tim can work on that.
Well, I'll help you. It's not light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some proper
I
muscles.
put it up there.
That a boy. Oh, you got more parts stashed in there.
This is where I keep the ones I don't want anyone to know about. So this is called the smoke box. So the fire tubes come through here, smoke swirls up, goes up the smokestack, the exhaust steam shoots up from the bottom there and would go up the smokestack.
What are these big things, tubes on the side? What is that?
Those are coming off the throttle valve, and that's going into the cylinder from the steam. And then back through the casting, and then blasts up
Wow.
through the
The thing's
smokestack.
still up. Yeah.
Flip it up.
Well, you should be able to. Let me this here.
Or are you sure?
I'm certain.
Take the weight of it, because I have good
I got
footing.
it.
Yeah, I got it. It's okay.
Perfect.
Speaking of the one in Fort Edmonton, did I remember rightly that you said that has the bell that came off of this engine?
Yes, it does. And I have the bell that fits it.
Okay.
I got it 25 or 30 years after. It's a good story about that bell. Is that running?
Love it.
Years ago, I bought this, not this locomotive, but the one at Fort Edmonton, from a fellow by the name of Hartford Lampright in Oakdale, Louisiana. And bought the locomotive sight unseen off a photograph, went down to see it, the bell and whistle were missing. Hartford said, I know who stole it, my ex-partner, but he will not admit to it. But he said, I will get your bell and whistle back one day. But not at the present moment, but I assure you I will locate it and I will ship it to you. 25 or 30 years later, I get a phone call from Hartford Lampright. And he says, Bill, Hartford Lampright. I said, oh yes, Hartford, how are you? Very good. He said, I am going out to recover the bell and the whistle this weekend. Oh, I said, you found it? Well, not exactly, but he said, I just got a phone call this morning from my ex-partner's widow-to-be. I doubt heard the term widow-to-be. Well, yes, he's on his deathbed, and his widow-to-be gave me a call and said he's failing fast, and he has something he must share with you before he passes. So I'm going over there this afternoon, and I know it's to confess to the theft of the bell and the whistle off the 107. Next day he calls, yes, indeed, he says, my dear departed friend has passed now, but not before he confessed to stealing the bell and whistle and told me where he stashed it. Oh, I said, you're gonna, yeah, he said he put it in the creek where him and I grew up. We used to swim every day when we were kids. He said, like 70 years ago. And he said, my nephew and I are going out there this weekend, and we're going to locate that bell and whistle and rescue it and ship it to you. And he did just that. So I got the bell and the whistle like 35 years after I bought the Locomotive.
That's crazy.
And I have it restored. But I loaned for them in the Locomotive the bell off of this. And and a while ago they said, where'd you get that little bell? It's a little small for this engine. I said, well, we can fix that. So it wouldn't be hard to trade them the correct bell for it.
Ethan, that's got to be awesome. You're to show up there with their bell. Yeah, trade ya.
Interesting thing, that bell had laid in that creek for 35 years.
Yeah.
And the whistle, big. I got the whistle too. Nice whistle. Ooh, big boot jack whistle. Anyways, I never restored it. But they were completely full of hard, silted sand. Laying in that creek all those years. And it completely full of this really flinty sand. I spent 2 weeks every evening chipping the sand out of that bell. Some ways I regret doing it because it was completely full of agglomerated sand. But I cleaned it all out, got it all polished up, and it's in my living room right now. I'll show it to you. Beautiful bell. But we'll find you a whistle for this one.
Yeah.
There are several different ones to choose from, All right, hook it up. Out of the way, I'm going to grab that plate.
What are these, Bill?
So the steam pushes the piston
Yeah.
here, and that's the air side.
Yeah, that's what makes a locomotive pant. When it comes into the station, it's panting. Well, they've used all the air up and get the train stopped. So now it has to rebuild the air pressure in the tanks to release the brakes. Because brakes are hot on both sides. You have to release air to put them on. Well, you could never make enough air to have air brakes on a train a mile long.
Gotcha.
So they're all charged up. When a train's sitting and it's uncoupled with no air, the brakes are on. You got to pump the brakes off.
Does it mechanically hold them off, or does the air hold them off?
Springs and air combination. Depends on the style and the age and the era of the air brake. There's several different versions of an air brake.
Look at this. This tree has grown over.
I think that's a sight glass.
Bill, I'd say she's growing in good. Nice. So Ethan's just hooking up a chain here. Gonna see if we can gently pull this tree trunk out with the part in it.
And I'm glad that we're getting a video of you chaining it up, because then I'll go home and I get to study it.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot less difficulty next time.
Oh yeah, she's coming.
Here, let me try something a little funky.
Oh, funky town. End of the day, funkiness. Yes, but when you restore that and it's working, I'm gonna come by and say, man, they don't make them like they used to.
Yeah.
Look at that. Make sure we put it in a safe spot for Mr. Hardy. It's our little surprise for him when he gets in his truck. Check out this lathe, guys. Isn't that cool? I was just looking here. Look at this. There's a pile of leg vices. Ah, yeah, that's a pretty nice one.
Can you help me hoist them pails of water up here?
Yep.
Oh, look what you get to get on camera.
It's locked so you can't steal the antifreeze.
Mr. Gerber. Howdy. These are helpers, more helpers.
I remember them buzzards.
Has a little bit of a leak in it, so this is cheap coolant.
Ethan, what are we doing? What are we
We're
doing?
measuring to make sure it'll fit on the trailer. 24?
There's a little bit of thinking here. Come on, you're the truck driver. You tell us what to do. Yeah. Right?
Do you think that the loader can pick up the front of the trailer and back it up a little bit so there's some room to get the truck in to hook the fifth?
You might drag the trailer sideways.
Might pull it sideways there.
This is such an interesting video for me because this is the first time ever that I'm like just filming. This isn't my project. So I actually have no stress right now, which is very weird. I don't know how this is all gonna work, guys. This is gonna be an interesting day. Let's see how it goes. Evan, what do you think about this?
You see the stack of leaf strings on that thing, man? It's so cool. You could like drop a nuke on it and it wouldn't move.
Let's hope not, because it's gotta move today.
Shoot, right.
Shoot. I think I missed that.
So we'll pull all in the fight.
It's like super tight here. You gotta undo that?
Yeah.
Teamwork is dream work, as they say, you know?
Three, two, one.
What's that?
It's a little run.
My goodness.
I really want to know how much he paid for it. But I don't want to be that friend that's like, hey, how much you pay for that, huh?
Not much to
Can you grab that and we'll just chuck it over here? Whoa! Whoa! Feeling right now?
Feeling better than I was 2 hours ago, that's for sure. The snow is stopped. We're kind of getting lined up. We might get it loaded before sundown.
Right?
Right what?
You weren't listening.
Nope, I was.
Okay, so did someone put a steel bar in here?
Yeah, we tried that.
Verbal, what's going on?
I want to make sure that these brakes look real tight up against the wheel. See, no gap there. Really, I mean, there maybe is a little bit. It's hard to tell. And if the brakes are kind of stuck or rusted, almost shut, we just want to make sure that they're not going to cause trouble.
Are you worried about the piston, like all of this moving and being issues, or is it just gonna flow nice?
It should flow nice. This has all been, has penetrating oil on it to kind of loosen it up. Put some oil, spray some oil all over these guides and the piston rod and the valve rod. Guides, wheel bearings.
They cracked it?
Not wheel bearings, not wheel bearings. There's axles, not wheels.
Got that right.
The wheels,
Axle bearings.
the wheels don't have bearings. But yeah, man, I'd make a fool out of myself.
You know what? We'll just, we'll leave that all in there
Well,
so
you-
everybody sees it.
I know.
Here's the plan from what I can understand. Right here is the flat deck trailer. And this is 33 feet between me, and it's that piece of train rail, that bit there, will fill the gap. And it'll be a ramp.
Pretty much good here.
You feeling good? You feeling good about it?
Always feel good. Lots of excellent help. Can't go wrong. All these railroaders standing around here.
Getting situated.
We all do it at once.
Ready? That was way too pretty close. Okay, then let's
Loader issues over here.
grab that.
Boy, give her liver. Oh yeah.
Let me twist my bar around so I can get the too thin.
What is this, an arm wrestle?
Ready?
That a boy. That a boy. That was
I
so
thought it was
5
work
minutes
harder,
ago.
not smarter.
Take this thing. Oh yeah.
All right, you going through
Put it
yourself?
like this.
Nice.
Oh,
This man is.
Whoa, there we go.
okay.
Okay, hold it.
So that's
Sorry, Josh,
200%
did I just
of the brain
bash your
right there.
face in?
Old steel there. Biodiesel. Bio steel? Big steel? I don't know. Big steel. Are you sponsored?
No. Hey, hit me up.
Give her the taparoo. Mr. Mighty Loader. Something's wrong with the starter. So, got another old dinosaur coming down the road. Check this guy out. Don't worry. The backup dinosaur is feeling it. Oh yeah! Let's go! is connected now completely onto the trailer and the slope is built in. And so hopefully with this cat back here, we're just gonna pull this baby up. Okay, I think we're going for it here. Holy smokes, that sucker's going. Wow! I hope the wheels turn. Evan, do you feel like the wheels are gonna just slide instead of turn?
I kind of think they're just gonna
I
slide.
feel like it too. Okay, we got, this wheel is not moving. What? Oh, it's not, it's nothing's moving, it's all seized. Sounds like the brakes are locked on, so they're gonna see if they can break them off with a crowbar here. But I'm surprised how easy it just skids along.
Oh, it's going.
No.
Good.
Good thinking, Josh. Man, it's just hard because the beams in my face.
See, like a snipe, that's not long. Oh,
yeah.
It's moving. Oh, it looks tight as all get out.
This thing rolled in here all easy.
That's only like 50 years ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
All right, let's see if this girl turns. Whoa! Okay.
I can't imagine things being on. Why is that?
How did that magnet?
I don't get it.
Did you see the smoke coming off is under
Oh, I saw
the
smoke
wheels?
over there.
It was awesome. Oh, that's
You happy with that?
I am happy with
Get it on both. Come on, guys. Let's not fool around.
How are you feeling about that?
Oh, a little better now.
Bill, what's going to fill the void? Got to get something new.
950 loads out of here first. He even uses railroad signals on the truck. 3 shorts mean you gotta back up on the train.
Is that right?
2 shorts, go ahead.
Just want to listen for leaks here.
Make sure you don't just give them some light there.
What's your,
Sting.
no. You just hit the mud flap, it's fine.
So this thing's now at Ethan's place. I feel like this is the first time that we can actually see this thing for what it's worth, just because it's now out of the bushes.
Could be.
Let's just try this side and then.
Yeah, okay, I think we'll put this under.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at 3 feet.
Yep.
Whenever. And we'll,
16.
oh, sorry, I think we're good. And then. Okay, that's good. No movement, eh?
Nice. The wheels are definitely turning. She is gonna go.
We done did, I figure. I actually figure, I actually want to go maybe a little more than that.
That's it. She's done. You gonna cut notches? Just cut a couple notches in the old door?
That'd be good.
I can't believe it spun so good. It spun so good. I just have one question though. I was really curious about this. We were checking out these rivets. And I was like, why is there the hole?
So these are called stays, firebox stays in this case. And so these are threaded, okay, kind of look like threaded rod originally. It's because this firebox is double walled.
That's how it works.
Right, all the way around, so that when the boiler is filled with water, there's water all the way around where the fire is burning,
Gotcha.
transferring that heat.
Yeah.
And so these are on a flat plate like this. The pressure wants to bulge out the plate. So all of these are necessary to hold it square. And then what they do is they drill a hole through them so that if they ever crack, you can know right away. Isn't this incredible?
Yes, that's a
I
huge-
love these joints.
That's a
like
huge
this
forging.
one, where
Yes.
there's, so it comes together and
Yeah.
then there's this third one
Yeah.
and it's got a seal right there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And when we put a hydro test on this, so that'll be like the first order of business to see how safe the boiler is before any serious ultrasounding gets done or whatever, is gonna be put a squeeze on it, fill it full of water, and then pressure it up, because the if
Yeah.
a catastrophic failure happens, the water is just gonna make a clunk and then spill. Whereas if it was air or steam pressure, then it would explode.
And you run it at 150, one steam?
It's designed for 190.
Oh, wow.
And I want to get as much as I can get. You need over 150 because the air compressor needs that much pressure to compress the air. Sure fits nicely. It looks impressive in with the height, with the ties under the rails. Looks good. It doesn't look underwhelming, that's for sure.